Right, well, welcome back to LUNDY'S WILDCAMP stroke bushcraft. As you can see, I'm back out and I'm back at what's my permanent camp. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's quiet as anything. I've got a little bit of an ear infection as well, so I'm slightly deaf in the ear, but I've got the sniffles. So I apologise if there's much of it on the video. But Roney's on his way, so I was going to come out last night but decided not to, so we've left it for another 24 hours. We'll come out the day instead. So I think we've picked the better of the weather as well. I think it's going to be dry. It's going to get really cold though. I think on the way up it was about 1 degree in the car, so obviously in the woodline it'll probably be a little bit lower. It's a little bit darker as well. It's lovely and bright outside. Sun's beaming. Don't know if you can pick it up out there, but outside the woodland, like above the tree canopy, it's a nice lovely blue sky. We've got a nice reasonable longish day. We're just going to take it nice and easy, get set up, get some firewood. I've got some nice big massive bits of salmon for me and Roney to cook tonight. Some asparagus. I find it easier saying it like a Scottish accent. Some new potatoes. I brought some butter and some garlic, so we'll mix that up. We'll fry off the food and that, like. And I'm gonna do a parcel with the salmon. It's big sides of salmon, about 1.5 foot long or longer. But yeah, lovely jubbly. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'll be sitting chilling. I've got a couple of little other tasks to do as well, but the first thing I need to do is to get me tarp and that set up on here. This is starting to get a little bit fragile now, like it's been a while since I've done it, so I might have to redo it again, jig it a bit, but it'll do for today. And yeah, happy days. Everything's still in its place where I've stood things up, so brilliant. Right, and anyway, enough of the waffling, let's get set up. Right, well, that's my main setup done, tarp and bed. I've changed a couple of things around after putting them up. I've decided the guide ropes are going to go from here up to the tree. The ground is dead soft. I don't know if you noticed when I was putting the bed post in over there, the corner tarp came up. The ground is just so soft because we've had that much rain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some proper stakes with some like thin bits of wood. Get them banged right into the ground, and then hoist some cordage onto me tie-out points, and then cord it down properly. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get my bivvy bag out and my sleeping bag system and all that set up. I'll do that off camera, and I'll just bring you back once it's all set up and I'm finished tweaking all my setup, ready to get started on some graft. All right, and hopefully by then Roney should be here. See you in a bit. Right, well, that's me all finally set up. I've done a few tweaks to me setup. I've dropped the tarp a bit, adjusted it, put big pegs in and things at the back, which I'll show you. But also what I've done, because we've got a northwesterly wind coming tonight, and it's going to be from that direction, I don't want to be getting blasted by it. So I've used my magic carpet, and if you turn the mirror like in an angle, like a triangle-y type shape, you end up with a little ground sheet on the inside to put your bags in. And then you've got all that there, which is a bit of a wind blocker. All right, and it stops that man over there perving on us when I'm getting naked. But anyway, we set up for tonight. It's the normal. All right, canvas stretcher bed that I had made out of some old bits of canvas tarping. Inside of here, I've got obviously the British Army sleeping bivvy bag. Then I've got the Snug Pack Special Forces sleeping bag. This is the number 2 or 3, I think it is. It's lovely and thick. It's got a nice baffle around the neck so you can get cinched in lovely. Under here I've got the Flextailgear 0 pillow, and underneath that I've got the Nemo Tensor regular mummy air mat. I love that thing. Inside of that is my pee bottle for later on tonight, so I don't have to get out my sleeping bag. And inside of here, keep it nice and warm because I'm going to have a brew soon, is my gas bottle. So that's it. And basically all I do is I just cover that like that. That goes over like so, keeps it nice and airtight, stops all the creepy crawlies getting in, and it also keeps it nice and dry. And here I've got all my cold weather kit, gloves, another hat, me down me what do you call it, buffalo jacket, and as you can see next to it, it's already charging something up, which is Roney's pump, so it's just ran out, is the new power pack that I've got. Okay, so I need to do another video on it. I keep bringing it out and forgetting to do them, so keep a lookout for a video on that. It's absolutely brilliant. It's dead lightweight and it's not very expensive either. It's only about £100. And then obviously I've got 2 packs here. Basically I've yomped in this early hours this morning just to drop off some bits and pieces. And then obviously I've got me normal Bergen. This one here is the Northern Ireland Patrol Pack from Kit Pimp. Alright, it's been adjusted. It's got loads of other features on it. You've seen it on some of my videos if you watch the channel regular. Keep a lookout. There will be a review video coming on that. I did purchase it with my own cash. I didn't get given, so it's going to be totally my views on it altogether. Alright, so that's 2 reviews coming up soon. I've got another bit of kit coming, which I was really glad to get. It's not really camping related, it's more for like camera equipment, to be quite honest, but I'm really looking forward to receiving it because I've seen some of the videos of it and it looks brilliant. But anyway, going off script, Roney's over here. He's just about getting packed up, set up I mean. He's not leaving already. So Mr. Roney, how's it hanging, son?
I'm all about done now. It's just putting out the tools of the trade.
So
obviously you can see the Helm Compact 2. It is a piece of wee to put up. It's really easy. So in there, yeah. I've got me hammock mattress, but it's extra large. It actually fills the whole thing. So
does it?
No gap whatsoever.
Oh, that's happy days, that like.
It's good for that. So you know what I mean. You're not like slide off or anything. So yeah, obviously chair set up. Got my brewage and all that ready to go. And I'll just show you a bit of the cooking traits that one needs to like have an evening with Lund Larsen.
Well, I've brought loads of stuff as well, mate.
Eats enough food for a small village. Yes,
well, we're going on a mission soon.
Yes, but we need various condiments. So before you go anywhere in the bush, right? Especially when
I like a bush. I like being in a bush.
Yeah. So the condiments that you need to make sure that you've got a bit of healthy cooking and you keep well, like what's the word? You get the right minerals and all that sort of stuff. You need a can of Stella Artois. Oh. So you have one there. Oh, there's another one. You can never have too much gravy. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's secret in there. Can I give you that one?
Oh,
and
right.
then obviously for pudding you need another Stella Artois. Whoop! I'm sure I've got some food somewhere. Whoop!
Half of them must be mine, are they?
Yeah.
Half of them must be mine, are they? You'll never drink all them, you.
Hey,
what?
It's like a drought in this woods. I need to rehydrate or I'm going to burn myself out, you know. And yeah, what breakfast in there? 4 scabby eggs, a bit of bacon, a bit of bread and a bit of cheese.
I've actually brought 6 eggs as well with my food.
Have you? Oh, so we're going to be egged out.
We're going to be egged out. Well, I know you like hot-boiled eggs as well, so if you want some of them, you can.
You can't go wrong with a hard-boiled egg.
Aye.
And obviously,
I've got 2 pot noodles as well as the main course.
Right. Well, before it gets anywhere, gets your canister warmed up.
Aye, mine's in me sleeping bag. Right, me and Roney have had a brew. We've just been talking about our plan of action for now. We've got a couple of hours left until it starts getting cold. And one of the things I wanted to do, as you can see, we've got some old metal tent poles here. And what we do is we use these for putting the grill on. Because every time you use the wooden, like bits of wood, it ends up catching fire, especially if you're doing long periods of cooking. So what I want is, I want enough so the grill's like so. And obviously we've got this grill, so it goes across, but I want it raised up off the ground about so high. So what I went and done, I went and got loads of little bits of logs that I knew were lying around somewhere, and brought them over. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut some to size, and I'm going to build two little walls on the side of the fire. And what I might actually do, I might actually put a windbreak on the other side as well. We've got all these bits here behind us, as you can see. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them about this length, get them cut, make some pins out of the small bits of wood that I've got on the left hand side there, and we'll get a couple of walls built. It doesn't need to be too high, it just needs to be like, well, see, about that high there. So about 2 or 3 logs on each side. It shouldn't take too long to do actually. So let's get cracking. Right, well, as you can see in the background, Roney's getting some wood prep for a fire tonight. I'm going to continue doing this bit for the grill. So basically, if you've seen, I've just went and chopped 6 bits of wood, like cut 6 bits of wood, sorry, and then I've got some stakes. So all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to knock these into the ground. Nice and secure. One there as well. See, some of it's a little bit knackered like, so it's going to splinter like you can see. But as long as I can get into the ground, that's the main thing. And just do the same on this side. Another 2 pins. And all this is going to be is for to put our grill on, put the metal bars going across. I've got a really bad elbow at the moment, so this is not doing any good. These are just bits of rotten wood that we found lying around. They're good enough to do what way you need. So still got a tiny bit of water them, because every time I'm hitting them I'm getting little splashes of water coming off them. But using the bits that's lying around, it says we're cutting bits of tree down to build stuff. Then all we're going to do is get a few slats that we've cut, put them in. I'm just going to do 3 at a time. So I think I'll use the fatter one. And then we'll do the other, I'll do the other side off camera, and then we'll get the grill on. We'll see how high it comes up off the stove, off the actual fire itself. Might need another slat in there, like, to be quite honest, but we'll see how it goes. Right, well, there it is. What I've done is I've cut these main posts down. We didn't need them as long. And then what I've done is, I put like 3 pins in there to keep the bar there. And then I thought the next ones, I'll take them back out, put them back in, but I staggered them. So it keeps the posts nice and tight. And the same on that side. So we've got our grill there. And we can just move it either in the centre to one side, so we can still feed the fire at the other side there. Mr. Roney has been doing absolutely tons of work. Cutting wood. I just forgot to put the camera on him. But look at him.
Put like in the comments saying It's a shame that Roney has to do all the work and he's never videoed, but you know, just for I'm just a slave to the woods.
Look at them actions. See, what he's doing is he's using the tree as his sawhorse.
It's just because it's too long, it's catching on the other tree, so I can snap it.
Aye.
Yeah.
That blade nice.
Lovely.
Isn't it? New blade. New year, new blade, and a new Roney look.
Yeah.
So,
reminds me of...
Instead of sitting watching me doing it all, I'm actually standing watching him do it all. Great.
He's had a couple of weeks of doing out, as you would have seen from last week's video.
Last week's video, yeah, I was on holiday. I'd done absolutely nothing. I didn't even think I cooked anything. Did I? Oh, I cooked breakfast. Yeah. And Roney was happy with the eggs. But anyway, Roney's getting loads of firewood. I'm going to do the same. Alright, because we've got loads of bits to cut. I think Roney's got some nice bits there he's going to stick in the trees to snap. I just hope he doesn't snap that little thin tree off, like, because it's holding onto my top. I tell you what, like, you've definitely earned a couple of beers tonight. Just a couple, mind.
Just a couple.
Just a couple, aye.
I wouldn't care. I think I've got a couple because all that stuff's for seasoning. You know what I mean? You've got to have a good gravy with your meal, so... Looks like
I know.
I'm going to go thirsty tonight.
I know. I'll have to go and do some...
So if you'd like to buy as a thirst quencher, put it in the comments. A quencher for Roney.
Aye, if you do buy a coffee for the channel and it's specifically for Roney, put in your comment when you buy the coffee that it's for Roney.
Yeah, just put it.
All right. It just goes all back on the channel. Roney gets little bits and pieces now and again when I get free stuff and that, so you know.
It's broken.
If it's
he doesn't like it.
Broken or I didn't like
No,
it. No, I didn't. I always ask him if he wants something, if I'm not happy about getting it. Yeah. But I always say, Roney, would you be interested in having this? But, you know, just knock back loads of companies again. I'm not taking shite. But anyway, enough waffling about that. I need to get some graft done because we're running out of daylight. Right, well, good evening everybody. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark now, but me and Roney been kind of busy off camera, cutting loads of wood. Some of it's damp, bits and pieces that were found scavenged off the ground and things, but they'll dry out overnight. So as you can see, we've got a nice big pile of logs there. Roney's bits that he snapped are just over the side there, which are really good thin bits, and we've got some even nicer little dry bits hiding under the trees there because we've got a little bit of sleet coming down at the minute. And then what I've done is I put a few pins in at the back here and it's made a bit of a windbreak, so it's looking quite good. But anyway, let's have a look and see how you doing, Roney.
Well, it's very, very cold.
It is, isn't it, mate?
It is, yes. Would you like to have a look at your temperature gauge and see?
Oh, aye. I've got this temperature thing. It's a meat prodder, and it does the job like. And it's currently at 1.8.
1.8, all right.
1.8. So it's actually it's because it's going up there now, but I think that's because it's near me body heat. Oh, look at 2.1. Aye. It's got to be. Let's stick it in your mouth and see.
Why don't I insert it up your rectum?
I went up to 11.1 there, 15.3. So I'm all cooked up. Yeah, baby. Stick it up your nose, mother. I nearly swore there. Right. So anyway, as you can see, we've got a nice. It reminds me of one of what old camps when we had a windbreak. We had a heat reflector and 2 wood storage units on either side. Anybody remember that? If you can, put it in the comments. But yeah, the grill's all sorted, fire sorted. It's starting to get dark. Obviously I've got a big shiny light pointing at but it's starting to get a little bit duller in here now. And as you can see on the top of the tarp, we've got a little flurry of snow starting to appear. So we might be having a white camp tonight. All white?
All white on the night. Yes.
It's supposed to get down to about -3, -4 tonight, but I think with the wind coming in from the north, it's going to get a bit cooler, I reckon. And I think that's why we're getting a bit of snow. It's just a very fine mist of it, like, but it's snow at the end of the day. Right, so anyway, we're going to sit down and we're going to try and crack a beer open, I think. I haven't got a clue what time it is, but it's beer o'clock.
Gravey o'clock.
It's gravy o'clock.
Yes.
Nah.
According to Roney, he's donated us a can of gravy.
Rooney's give us a can of gravy. That's, oh, I tell you what, it's bloody cold.
So very good.
It's going to be finger licking good, though, isn't it? I've just cracked my nails and I kind of get the ring pull. But anyway, everybody, thank you for watching the video and welcome to all new subscribers. It's been quite a lucrative month this month. I think I've got about 129 more subs. Not as much as some people get, like, but you know, 129 subs is 129 subs. So
cheers to you all.
Cheers to you all and welcome, and I hope you enjoy the fun, banter and entertainment that we give on this channel. Because we're right miserable twats. No, cheers everybody. I'm going to take a mouthful of this and then get a glove on because it's bloody freezing.
Yep. It's like drinking gravy from a fridge.
Oh, hi. Nowadays, I've never had a drink of Stella for ages. What I'm going to do is take that mic off and put it down here.
Kind of Stella Artois is the posh name for Stella Artois. That's how you say it in French.
It is,
Stella Artois. But in the UK, it's Stella Artois. Hey, you see, look, the sleet coming down.
Aye. Well, I don't know if you can notice, but I've got me, what do you call it, me DD magic carpet there to make a wall, because Roney says the wind was coming from that direction tonight, but it's coming this way.
Because it's swirling in the trees.
It's swirling. Oh, look at that.
Look at the size of that. Oh.
Is Santa Claus coming again? Because it's snowing.
Well, I hope he finds me house this time.
No, well, I hope the snow doesn't go too heavy.
No, but yes.
Cheers, everyone.
It's rather cold, so what we thought we'd make sure we're rehydrated, because even though you're cold, you can sweat a lot. So obviously taking rehydration is very, very sincerely, we thought a can of Stella Artois would lubricate the joints. So yeah.
Right, well, it's time to get the fire started. It's bloody getting cold, like. We've just been sitting chilling, talking and having a little sip of some alcohol, and now it's time to get this started. This is one of Roney's massive fire doofers, and I've actually got one of Roney's lighters. So I'm just going to flick this over. It's like a blowtorch. I'm going to put that in my pocket so it doesn't get lost in the fire. Now what we've done here is we've got a proper fire underneath there, but Roney wanted to put some of them little ones on, because what will happen is when that melts, all the wax will go down onto the little bits. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get one of these logs and I'm going to put that at the top of that. I'm just trying to let that catch a little bit, and then we've got all these little twigs. Right, well, as you can see now, the wax burner is starting to catch there a bit. Alright, so what I've done here is I've put 2 logs either side, and I'm just going to get some of these little twigs and put these over the top. They've still got a little bit of dampness to them on the outsides, but the snap quite nice and dry. And it's just a case of getting the fire going. But aye, that should be all right. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this front log away, and that'll bring the sticks a little bit closer, and that'll get it going better. We might as well just put that at this side, and it'll get burned. Right, that's the thing when everything's a little bit damp, everything takes a little bit of time. But as you can see, it's starting to come through there now. So that's happy days.
Kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. Bad mood. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you?
Right, well, as you've seen, I've put some tatties on the fire and I've been seasoning the salmon with some sweet chili sauce, and then I've wrapped it up in some foil. I'm not very good at wrapping, like I didn't do the Christmas presents at home, but I might have to rethink them because I don't think I've sealed it properly. And what I'm doing, I'm just waiting for the tatties to get nearly done, and then we'll put the salmon on the grill. I'll not bore you with all that, like we'll just get it cooked. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a long time, but the salmon's actually done. Roney's actually woke up, so that's really a good bonus as well. Now, I've just dropped that asparagus on the floor. Nearly. I've lost one. Oh, it'll be alright. That'll be Roney's. I've got the asparagus on my plate. In this little bag here, I've got some garlic paste, some salt, and some butter. I've got a nice little fork here, and all I'm going to do is, I've had the pan on here for a little while. I've built the fire up. It's nice to be next to the fire actually. And all I'm going to do is, I'm going to hide a nice clunk of butter on the pan. As you can hear, that's lovely and hot. There we go, lovely jubbly. And the next thing I'm going to do is put my fork on the plate actually. I'm going to get a nice, because obviously butter, oh, there's Roney kicking us all our look. I'm going to get a nice helping of garlic in there. I should have got my spatula out, but I haven't got it out in time. And then I'm going to hide the rest of the butter in actually. Just to give it a nice, what do you call it, thingy bob. Now I've got a nice lot of asparagus here. I've just got to watch the butter, because butter does in a hot heat. Oh, I can smell that garlic. Oh, it smells lovely. This is the final touch to the meal. Some asparagus. So Roney needs to get things like plates and things ready, Roney, mate. Yeah? You need to get your plate and that ready, because we're going to be eating soon. So
it's some asparagus.
Asparagus. asparagus made in Scotland, brewed by Argos. Ah, you're right about the butter. Like, I think I should have put a little bit of oil in there as well. No, I forgot to get it out, mate. But it's not, man. It's gonna be all right, man. It needs to be nice and crunchy and anyway, so don't worry about it.
You like crunchy asparagus?
Aye. Well, I've heard on the grapevine that it's nice raw. Especially when Lundy cooks it. Nah. Oh, hey. Gordon Ramsay, you're hard, you there. Did your plate, Millie? Right, where I put my fork? I'm just gonna put Roney's a salmon on his plate. It might come in a couple of bits, mine, Roney.
Right.
Because otherwise it might not fit on the plate. I'm gonna try and plate it up nicely. Leave that there. Oh, that's a bit of skin hanging off. Where's mine? Mine's a little bit more delicate than Roney's like. I'm gonna have some fishy fingers in the morning. Mine's
Well, like if you were the woman
from the night. I thought you could see that, like. Oh,
it's cold.
oh, it is. Right, let's get that shite hide over there. Let's have a look at this. I've got garlicky, fishy fingers. Where's me? I'm going to pour that in the water out in the corner here. That's what I like about this pan as well. It's got a nice little spout on it, so you don't need to take the lid off. You're not worried about losing anything. I'm not worried about the water there because that's just going to evaporate anyway. I'm going to take the lid off, put the lid of life down there. It's not going to be plated up well, like, Roney.
It's just not to be, mate.
I'm just going to put a couple of tatties each because we can save some for later for munching on. Oh, I've just dropped one. That'll be yours. I've got enough tatties there, me, for me, like. But, where have I just put my fork? What? Right, I think that's done. Yeah. I've just dropped one. I'll bring you along and let you have a look in a minute. I'm just trying to plate up here. Oh, they actually cook quite nice, them. That's mine. Do you want any of this butter sauce? No. Eh?
No.
No. Neither bar. There you go. It's a... Oh, let's burn that pan off. Right, Roney. There's not really much sauce to go over it, like, to be quite honest, but you know. Right, and anyway, so there's tea, some asparagus. We'll have a quick taste of that.
Lovely.
It's nice and soft, isn't it?
It is. I'm really quite impressed with that.
Well, I think that's cooked perfect, me, like. The tatties are tatties. I've ate loads of them on when I've been waiting. Rudy's been asleep, like, so I've just been munching. But the salmon, I think it's a little bit overdone myself, like, but what I did forget to do when I made the parcels up, I forgot to add a little bit of water into it to give it the steam effect. So I think that's knackered it a little bit, but it's eatable. It's
No,
I don't think it's as tender as what I wanted it to be. But it's bloody nice. Feast for kings. Are you happy with me cooking there, Rooney? Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy days then, happy days. Right, I'm not going to make you suffer anymore by my horrible noises coming from my mouth when me eating. Because I know I'm a noisy eater. I'm going to get this, as much of this down my neck as I can. I'm going to get the grills and that off the fire. And I'm going to stack loads of wood on it because it's bloody freezing. My feet are so cold. But I couldn't have the flames too high because I didn't want to burn the food. So,
Yeah.
happy asparagus.
Right,
Look at that. It's a limp asparagus. That is actually really nice. That it's nice and soft, and cooking it with garlic and butter mixed, I think that's worth a treat. Like, because the last time I cooked it in a frying pan, I cooked it with like proper oil, and it was disgusting. But that's really nice. That. Now wait, we'll see us in a little while, I'm sure. Bit more food noises just for the sake of it. I'm sorry, I can't do that to people. See you later.
We wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight.
Well, good morning everybody. As you can see, it's now light. It's after 8 o'clock. Last night I set my camera up to do a night lapse, and for some strange reason it hasn't recorded. I'm positive I pressed the button on the top light, but I got up this morning and I've done a little bit, so there's a very short clip just before this. I might put it on, I might not, like, but I think the night lapse would have worked really well. All the stars were out last night, and obviously with the sunrise coming up and everything this morning, obviously didn't catch the sun or anything, it just turned light. But this is me second cup of tea, and I've had a small little porridge because I don't know why, after all that food last night I couldn't manage it all. I felt a little bit peckish this morning. I think Roney's still asleep. I've got a little bit of a problem with me hearing, like I can't really hear much. I feel like everything's like I think it's because I keep wearing earplugs all the time. Say that I'm gone deaf. But I've got my second cup of tea on the go. It's cold, like. I looked at my phone, it said -3, but it said -3 all night. And on here it's got 0.9 on here, like, this is like a food thing. Actually it's going down. It's, that must be inside the shelter, so it's 0.7 degrees. So it's cold. But last night was a good one. We stayed up until about, well, Roney nodded on and off all the time. Like, I think I nodded off about twice, but by 2 o'clock in the morning I thought, right, it's time to get into the meat pit. So that's what I did. Like, I got in, I just hid my softy trousers on top of my other trousers, went to sleep with all this on. It's toasty warm, and my big sleeping bag, plus I had my hand warmers, which are actually still going at the minute as well. Got them inside my little pocket here, and I don't know why, but one shows 2 bars, one shows 4, but they're still toasty warm, so they're keeping the core of my body warm. It's cold, but it's not mega. I don't feel mega cold. But anyway, I'm gonna get this cup of tea. I'm gonna start tidying up my camp space because it's a mess. I've got kit everywhere. I'm gonna pack some unessential kit away because I've got a couple of different other videos I need to do in anyway. Just a quick one on this all power box here. It's been going. It's it's been charging loads of stuff all night. It's been out in the freezing cold, uncovered, sat on the floor, and it's still got 73% on. So at the minute I've got me light battery charging up. I don't know why, in my phone, but I've had loads of stuff charging on it all night as well. Amazing bit of kit, like for to retain its power in this cold conditions. It's unbelievable, like. But anyway, I'm going to get this cup of tea done, and I'll catch you later on. Right, well, there you go. That's us all packed up and ready to go. We skipped breakfast. The gas just wasn't working, and we weren't prepared to make a fire just to cook some bacon and eggs. All right, we've had a cracking night out. It's been the most coldest weekend out so far for me, to be quite honest. It is Baltic, and it's still -3, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon. We've got a canny wind going on as well, so the trees are starting to sway a bit. But anyway, everything's done. Obviously, I brought loads of extra kit out to do reviews on, so that's hence why I've got a little day pack there. You'll see that video coming soon. I've got the bag of rubbish to get off the tree, and yeah, everything's left as tidy as we can. All right, obviously it is a camp that we use quite a lot. The fire's all out. That's just bits of wood that we've left in there, bits and pieces over the back end, and a couple of little bits that Roney's been salvaging on his little walks. But anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing. The views are going through the roof at the minute, so thank you very much. Well, they're doing a lot better than what they normally do. And welcome to all new subscribers. If you're new to the channel and you haven't hit that button yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Give the thumbs up, and do leave a comment, because I get back to everybody. It's taken us a little bit longer than normal, but I will answer every single comment. All right, so from me, thank you very much. Let's see what Roney's got to say. Roney, what would you like to say, son?
Well, I like to say thank you for all the people that's starting to come along on the channel. If you could put a like on them, it certainly helps the algorithm. That means that I get more viewers wanting to buy me dirty underwear, you know, and put them on the wall, seemingly. But yes, there would have been a lot more content, but Jimmy last night decided to go on a profanity outburst. That's because he's learned to do joining up writing lately, so yeah. But everybody stay safe. Keep in touch with all your family and stuff like that, you know, and everybody have a warmer night than what we had last night, because it's Baltic. But yeah, everybody stay safe. You bet.